Hey everybody, this is Dal Stone here doing a Let's 3D Model episode 99. This is super exciting. Already at 99, and I'm hoping that I can finish off the dumpster today. No promises. I keep saying today, but really I'm recording all these episodes all in one night here. And so what's left on this dumpster is just I mean, it really depends on how much the level of detail that you want to go to, right? Nothing's ever really done, to be honest with you. It all depends on the person that you are and how much detail you want to put into your objects and your work. So no, that did not look good. Let's see here. For me, I'm gonna be working on the top part, the lid now. The lid and the wheel. Hopefully, I can get into finishing that today. So first and foremost, I'm going general shape for that is like a cube. So I'm going to start off with a cube. I'm hoping you guys are starting to notice a pattern, right? To how I'm modeling things and stuff like that, especially for the new modelers. I always start off with the general shape, right? And then from the general shape, that's where I'll go and I'll experiment and do other things, right? So I'm hoping that you guys are learning from that. Okay, so I am going to go and create a lid. Okay, so I'm going to start off like this, right? Just kind of get the general shape of it. And this back part kind of takes up most of that, right? And the lid, honestly, is more or less kind of that thickness, okay? Um, and it has like a bunch of, it looks like a Kit Kat bar kind of thing, right? It looks kind of like a Kit Kat bar. So, so it needs divisions, obviously. It needs divisions. So, um, it needs, let's see here. So you need one, let's see, there's about five little things. So one, two, three, four, five. So usually, you know what? Like I don't even bother trying to do the math here. I just go and I'll play around with it first. So let's go 14. Okay. Wait, 14. Wait, use multiple. I can't use 10. Let's see. Maybe 10 is too much. Let's go 5. Okay, so let's go 5. So let's go. So we need the edge here. So that's the edge, right? That's the edge. And then from the edges, um, and again, this doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't need to be exactly like how it looks like inside the photo. Obviously, you want to try and have that reach that goal, right? But it's not something you need to do. So what I can do here is I can go 2, and I can go like that, and I'll go like this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I obviously don't want 6. So I'm just going to go delete that. I just want 5. Okay, so I'm going to try and duplicate this as much as possible. So if I go 5, right now I have 5. Um, there's also like the the border of this. So I'm going to add insert tool. I'm going to reset the tool so I don't have to go through that again. Just going to go like that to kind of create the border. I'm going to extrude these upwards. And this time I'm actually going to turn this off, actually. So let me show you guys how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to extrude faces. Oh, what am I doing? Extrude faces. I'm going to turn this off, right? And you'll see why. because now I can scale it. Look at that, right? Because it's wait, can I do that all at the same time? Let me see. If I, no, okay, what if I go, no, okay, so I do have to do this individually. So I'm just gonna scale these individually for now, right? Because usually you keep the faces together, but for this one I turned the option off to keep faces together, and I'm just going to, I wonder if I can just select all of these now and just kind of scale them together so that they're pretty uniform, right? There you go. Now it looks like a bunch of KitKat bars. I'm going to insert an edge loop here, and I'll show you guys why I'm going to do that. And so this is the top, right? This is the top. And I'm starting to notice that the top is actually not that thick. And the bottom, I'm going to keep the bottoms. No, I probably won't. I probably shouldn't. Okay, so I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to do that. I just need to go like this. So I'm going to select the bottom of the faces here because it's not going to be needed. Just going to delete all these. Right. Cool, cool. Just going to grab the bottom of these vertices here. Just going to move it up because it's actually not that thick. I'm looking at the concept again. Not the concept. I keep thinking I'm getting concept from someone, but I'm not. And all right. So what I'm gonna do is I will snap the center pivot to the edge there because this is where it's gonna pivot, like the dumpster's gonna pivot. And there you have it. So now something that I noticed right away is that it's not long enough. So I'm just going to stretch this out a bit more. And it actually kind of covers it. So I kind of do need the bottom of this. And this goes out a lot further. So I'm just going to change the pivot to this very edge here. And I'm just going to scale it from here so that it scales it out that way a little bit more. And I'm actually just gonna scale this back a bit. I'm just gonna have it so that it covers it just enough there, just so I don't have to build a bottom. Right there, you have it. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate this onto the other side. Delete. There we go. Freeze the transformations. -1, and you have a dumpster. Right now we have this little dumpster. Now what I can do is I can just slightly move it a little bit off, just a little bit. Just kind of give it that kind of little seal, the little opening. Turn off wireframe here. Now we have this kind of like cool looking dumpster, right? Pretty cool. Now I might. Now this isn't done because there's tons of things that we can do with this, right? To tweak this a bit, you can easily go like this and just like maybe shift it a tad bit, right? What I could do is I can sculpt this a little bit, right? And like push this down, bring this up a bit, and I can like sculpt this down a little bit more. You know what I mean? Max displacement. Just like move it, you know, just sculpt this down, or even if I just did this, watch, turn on my soft select, right, and just kind of like shove things down a bit, you know what I mean? Just to kind of make it look like it's been used, it's been hammered down a little bit, and there's some wear and tear to it, right? Like look at this, you know what I mean? So I turned on my soft select for this, right? And I'm just kind of like moving the vertices and stuff, and now it has like this kind of broken look, right? You see how it's not perfect, right? So there's just tons of little tweaks that you can do as an artist, and these are things that artists might not, I mean, I'm guilty of this too. When I was first started out, I mean, I didn't really do much of these little small tweaks. These are things that you kind of learn as you get better, right? Like now you can see this asset and it looks like, okay, it's been drooping down. Maybe someone put heavy stuff on top of it and stacked it up, right? Um, little small tweaks like right here. I can just bend this a little bit, or you know what I mean, so that it's not just so perfect, right? I mean, look at it, just a little bend like that really makes a big difference. Oh, that scared me. Um, just like tweaking this up a little, or maybe moving this in, just bumping this up a tad bit. Like I can go on forever. Like you can do that to the whole model. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Um, so I'm just gonna turn off soft select now. But like yeah, I mean like you can literally do that. You can spend you know 10 minutes, 20 minutes doing that, just like tweaking it, just to change it up a little bit, make it not look perfect. Um, you know, so now you have like this dumpster that's look a little bit slanted, and this is all perfect right now, right? And if I can just like tweak it a little bit, just a tad bit, and it'll just add to it. So I'm not gonna do that because I can spend like I said, I can spend like 5 minutes to an hour just tweaking this out. So, but you guys get the general idea. I mean, already the top of this dumpster looks different compared to what it was before. If I even use my soft select here, totally change this completely. You guys get the point. Soft select, that's essentially what the use was. I never used to see a use for that soft select tool. Now I use it when it comes to like tweaking things out. Okay, so it looks like I will probably be able to. Okay, let me turn off the soft select. I can probably finish the wheels today as well. So I added a bevel here just to kind of give it the wheel something a little bit of a nicer shape. There you go. There you go. All right, so now we have like a nicer shape for the shape for the wheel. I'm just going to soften these edges here. There you go. And then I'm going to create kind of the holder kind of thing, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Is that what I want to use? Let's see. Is this really what I want to use? Let me see. So I'm just going to go like this, and oh, that's not right. Just want to go like that. And let's see. What I'll do is I'm going to extract faces, keep faces together. I don't want to keep faces together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go like this, right? And I'm going to combine these two. Combine now. I'm going to use my bridge tool. Bridge. Bridge. And I just love this bridge tool. It's so handy. Oh, bridge. Right, so now I got that going, right? Okay, oh, sorry. Center pivot. Go like that. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go like this. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go like these. Okay, I'm just going to isolate selection, both of these here, so I can see what's going on. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to okay, this is me kind of just fudging this together here. Okay, so there we go. Down like that. Now it looks like that, right? And so that's kind of how it looks like, right? I mean, it's gonna be so small, like to see how people aren't even gonna notice this really. So people aren't really gonna notice it. So no one's really gonna question it really, as long as it looks like it's part of the wheel. Not gonna be an issue. I'm gonna combine these together, and in the outliner, it's gonna be wheels 4. It's fine. And I'm just gonna go like that, and there you have it. So now we have, just gonna delete a bunch of these ones, right? Just gonna paste, move, duplicate that. Grab these 4, duplicate it to the other side. There you go. So now we have some, now we have a pretty good looking dumpster, guys. And like I said, like, you know, I can spend a lot of time tweaking this to make this look, you know, not so straight and stuff, right? Like you can do this all day. Um, but I just, you know, I want to just give you guys quick tips and tricks to kind of make your stuff look nicer. And so even with these wheels, right, like you can spin them, you know, so that they don't look exactly the same. You know what I mean? And really play around with this, right? Um, I can completely just have it like out like this, you know, and you know what I mean? And there you go, you know, and now this dumpster looks pretty cool, you know, and so I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned a lot. Um, the dumpster actually turned out pretty good, and let me see here. I'm just gonna combine this together. Call this my my dumpster. Dumpster A. Kill the history. Um, click that. Export this out. So my dumpster A underscore A, and there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this dumpster creation, and it'll be my 100th episode. And for my Let's 3D model for my 100th episode, I have a feeling that I probably will not be actually modeling. Um, it's my 100th episode, so I want to kind of share you guys my thoughts, and yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little dumpster series, and you guys enjoy the next video that I post out. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to where I am, and see you guys again next time.